One by one. Book. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the NeverOpenPod, the podcast open to everyone, especially Yuji Nagata. Come on. My name is Luke. I'm your host of the NeverOpenPod, and with me, as always, is Mr. Andy. Say hello, Mr. Guy.
Hello, Mr. Guy. Hello, Luke. Hello to the listeners, and hello to Blue Justice, because, it's been said many times that we are the most justification podcast that there is, and so we're going to try to live up to that tonight.
Yeah, there's no Boyd Crowders here. It's only Justifieds.
That's true.
I can't remember what's Oliphant's name in that.
Yeah, him.
Waylon, where Givens is.
Yeah, there you go. Man,
there we go.
Born to play cowboy.
Yes, so we're going to be talking about Blue Justice 14, which celebrates also 40 years of Nagata wrestling. I am 42 years old. Let's just say that. Andy is 39 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just put that into perspective right there. So, wow, Nagata's the oldest. What is he, 55 now? The oldest 55-year-old.
Yeah, so he started wrestling when he was 14 or 15 years old. Like, whoopsie.
Yeah.
I'm going to get in trouble for that. So
different era in those days, like, I don't know.
Era, sure.
Yeah, but, that's what we're covering today. Just that on the NeverOpenPod. But there are ways, Mr. Guy, that people can contact and interact with us if they wish to. We're on the Tweety. Yeah, still. I'm at Grumpy2EB. Mr. Guy is at Drewsford Tweets. Collectively, we are at NeverOpenPod. If you want to send us a written or voice email, you can do that to neveropenpod@gmail.com. Also, if you've got any of that Sasha Banks money, kick it our way. We have a Teespring store where you can buy merch that'll make you look never as fuck. And finally, we're on the YouTubes. You can come see us on the YouTubes right now and see me doing this intro. See, here's me doing the intro. There you go. Congratulations. You've just seen me do the intro. Just look us up, NeverOpenPod. There you go. Give us a like and a share and subscribe and all that shit. I don't say that often, but yeah, like that'd be nice. Do that if you want. Yeah,
if you want. You don't have to. So, but I mean, it'd be cool.
Give us a 1-star Google review.
I wouldn't mind that. That'd be fun. Funny 1-star Google reviews, and we can read them on the show. That'd be fun. But Luke, there is a little bit of news out there. So there's something, and we'll probably discuss it in the future more. But there's something called like Wrestle Dynasty. And that's going to happen. And like Kenny Omega and Tanahashi are going to like tag team against other people or something. So that's important.
Yeah, that's a thing I've heard about for the first time right now.
Yeah.
I guess I'm a little weird, everyone. Like I pay attention to New Japan when it's on, and maybe when it's a tournament season, because there's lots of fucking shit to keep up with. But when New Japan's given me these nice little breaks, I'm watching TV. I'm watching some movies and stuff, and probably doing lots of Doctor Who shit. So I'm kind of just enjoyed these little micro breaks. And now Andy's hitting me with some news that Kenny Omega and Tanahashi are teaming up. So there you go. That's nice and cool.
I like the term Doctor Who shit. That's like it's like Fooey. Fooey, Doctor Who. There's something there. Right. There's something there. But that's not the only piece of news, Luke. We also there was a big Stardom show, and a bunch of New Japan guys showed up. I don't know who all of them are, but we saw Clark Connors show up, spear some lady out of her damn boots, and help Thekla get a win for the Stardom title. So that's exciting. I think Thekla's awesome, and her being like Bullet Club adjacent is good times. So.
Yeah, that's really cool. I saw the clip of that. That's actually something I did know. So there you go. Dude, that was gnarly. Because not only did he spear that lady out of her boots, she's a Joshi, so she's going to look like she just got fucking murdered. So
I'm sure he took care of her too.
Yeah, come on, man.
But that's not the only thing coming out of that Stardom show. This is news too that you don't know, Luke. I don't think. They've already announced some matches for that show. And one of those matches has Desperado in it. And that Historic X-Over show is going to be like the day after after or the day after that or something. It's around Wrestle Kingdom time. So that means Desperado going to be back for Wrestle Kingdom to face Master Wato in the semi-main event.
That better happen. No, they're bros now, man.
Well, whatever. I just want Master Wato to have a match. That's all I
need. Yeah, me too. And if Desperado's around, the profile's going to be lifted. So, we just want what's best for Wato. He can be the number 2 junior in the company from now on, under Doki.
That's right.
That's right. Doki's the new Jushin Thunder Liger, and he's Tiger Mask.
Well, I mean, okay, yeah, I'm with you there. But Luke, the show we're going to talk about today it's Blue Justice 14, as you mentioned. It is at the Togani Arena. And this is also the go-home show to King of Pro Wrestling, which we're going to talk about, so many things that happen on the show to get us excited for King of Pro Wrestling. Can't wait to talk about each and every one of them,
I never remember, yes. Yeah, no, dude, it's so much story beats and things and all that. There's a lot of stuff happening.
It's going to be a long episode.
Look, Yuji Nagata demanded that Gato make this special. And, man, this main event surprised. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, we'll get there.
Yeah. But first, we have Google reviews. That's right. Yeah. Would you like to read yours, Luke?
I would absolutely love that. Usually I read these before we start so I can get a vibe of it, but that's okay. I'll do this Wrestler Diary style, absolutely blind. If you use a shoebox, your shoes will be stolen, so it's better to bring them with you. Training facilities are mentally difficult to get to. There is a guy who spends a lot of time on his smartphone at the training manager and the equipment. 1 star. Motherfucker's just like, dude, I'm trying to exercise. You're distracting me playing Candy Crush or some shit. Like, get out of here.
What if they want the clerks to do? Just stand there and stare at them the whole time? I mean, you're not allowed to be on your phone. I mean, I just, there was a lot of complaints in the Google reviews about the people that work at this place. A lot. And mine mentions them as well. So let me read
how a facility, all right, how a mentally difficult to get to.
I love that.
What does that mean? Is it like when you're in a Las Vegas casino and you they've got it designed so you can't fucking find the exits and you're just wandering around the fucking show? Is that what's going on in this arena?
That's how Jungle Jim's is, by the way. That place I always pose in front of and send pictures of myself to Twitter. It's the same way. You can't fucking find your way out of that place.
What's the deal with is that next door to your work or something? No. All right.
It's close to my place, though. Over there somewhere. But yes, Luke, I also have a Google review for the Togani Arena, and it reads as follows: the clerk is not motivated, just talking all the time. Garbage. 1 star. They're pretty angry about it. It's the same thing. If you read all the Google reviews, they're all like, this guy over here is not paying any attention. Everybody's so mad about it. And it's like, hey.
He's not motivated and they're talking a lot.
He's motivated.
Like everyone who does a podcast.
That is true.
Yeah, that's all right. On that note, let's do a podcast.
The show did have English commentary. I chose to listen to the Japanese commentary.
Yeah. I listen to the English, so that's on me.
We do that so we cover all the bases. There's no other reason why we do that.
Dude, there was nothing really to spoil tonight, so yeah. Anyway, we start off with Toriano, Shomikato, and Masatoru Yusada versus Bolton Oleg, Daiki Nagai, and Murashima. So one of the new young lions will get their first win. Oh, the rivalry begins.
Murashima got a win in a singles match versus one of the new young lions recently on a non-televised show, which is disappointing, but I'm happy he got a win. So he's kind of a little loose in this match. That's right. Feeling good,
He's walking around like he's the fucking champion, like he's Ric Flair or some shit.
Like he's Stokey.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So this is a fun time, I guess. We get Yano and Oleg going at it, which is weird. I mean, you could have put Tiger Mask on this, but I guess they did not. Also, Murashima does a pounce, and I guess this is why he's a young lion. It's to learn how to do his moves good, because if he's going to do a pounce, that pounce needs a little work. It was like push.
May not be his fault,
All right, it is. That's right. I'm talking about the Ric Flair Young Lion, the Doki of Young Lions. It was the fucking new guy.
Yeah.
Who was it? Masatori Usada? Fuck you, man. That's all right, fine. That's that's why he deserves to get brabbed the hell out by Bolton Oleg at the end for the win. And so, he gets to get brabbed out by Bolton Oleg, and Daiki Nagai gets to be the new young lion who is gets a win, I guess.
Yeah,
technically.
And he also, like, the new young lions have haircuts in this match now too, so they're allowed to have haircuts now. And I guess Nagai is like, oh well, that means I can say whatever the fuck I want. So he went backstage and was like, oh, these other young lions are a bunch of bitches. Look at them, they're geeks. The one guy's hair is shitty, and everyone's like, what? So people are all up in arms about this young lion and his insolence. But I like it. I think it's cool.
I can see someone backstage just getting out their phone and calling up Suzuki right now, going, "We got a young lion that's fucking out of control. Have you seen this?"
I heard you. You hate young lions. Well, listen to this. He's like, it's your cousin Suzuki, Barry Suzuki. It's back.
Yeah.
But
anyway, we really like your attitude, Jasada. We got someone who's going to do some special training with you on submission hold.
That's right. Anyway, next, Luke, we have a fun match. It's Mikey, Shane, and Hartley Jackson, TMDK versus Fale, Caveman, Ugg, and Ishimori.
Fale stole Sonata's beard, man. What's going on?
His beard's out of control, man. And so these guys are all brawling, and Shane ribs the English commentary by taking a move over by him, just rolling around all over on their table and rolling around laps, and the camera doesn't really show it, but you can tell it's pretty funny. So, and TMDK, they single out Ishimori since he's just a little guy and he's the only junior. Honestly, I think the people that shine the most in this match were Hartley and Ugg. They got a lot of shit, and Caveman Ugg is someone you've seen in person at the Deathmatch Down Under show. And yes, I believe he follows the show on Twitter. So shout out to Caveman Ugg. He did a great job here, and good for him. You know what I mean? He would be fun in New Japan, I think. So, wow, he was cool. Yeah. He's also one of those rare, super athletic big men that can do a bunch of lucha shit and stuff. It's good to see Hartley back. I think he's on another one of the shows too. So, let's see what happens there. Kind of cool for him. He is a free agent. He can go where he wants, but it's fun to see him there. So, gut wrench Uranagi on Hartley Jackson from Ugg, and he gets the win. That was pretty cool.
That was fucking cool. Hey, Hartley's not sticking around. Looks like Caveman Ugg is for a little bit. Caveman Ugg gets the win. That's fine. It's fair enough. I hope Hartley's got a certain Lord crew on fucking speed dial if he's going to stick around a little longer. There's maybe a tag league coming up. Oh, no. You can't take the W. Yeah, fuck it. You can take West Coast Wrecking Crew spot.
Yeah, at this point, it's fine. So
if I get a couple more Aussie blokes on the fucking shows, hell yeah.
and an American folk, too. Let's get him over there.
They do put over Mr. Hartley Jackson on the commentary, saying that a lot of these Australian wrestlers that we've seen have, in part, have wrestled either against or been helped trained and guided by Mr. Hartley Jackson, which is really cool. I've seen Caveman Ugg before. Man, I'm not a huge patriotic guy. You won't see me with a flag in my house and all that kind of stuff. But the one thing I think patriotic by is seeing Aussie wrestlers in New Japan. I'm just flying the flag now, motherfuckers. So I really like this. This is great. I kind of miss Fale, so it was really good. Shane Haste's hair and look now. He looks like the dude at All Star Comics. So hello, Mitch. You now look like Shane Haste from New Japan. He's not listening to this, but
I thought he looked like AJ Styles before he got stung by a bunch of bees or whatever happened to him at WWE. Because he looks like he's been stung by many bees now.
That's right.
It looked like
looks like he can be a stuntman in My Girl 4.
Sure.
Because he gets stung by the bees, and he dies.
I was making a steroid joke. Is what I was making.
Oh, so. I was making bee. I took you literally with the bees.
Because he's all swollen?
Yeah.
That's what happens.
There we go, everyone. Yeah. All right. I needed that spelled out for me, obviously. Man, I'm going to listen back to this and I'll get it. And then I'll hear me not get it. And I'll be like, oh, my God. All right. That happens at least 100 times an episode. All right. Next, we've got Doki and Taka Michinoku. So just two guys versus Sho. That motherfucker. Yoshinobu Kanemaru.
Don't like him.
No. Sho talks shit. Of course. He complains. He's talking shit right there. This crowd, by the way, is better than Destruction. How do I know that? I'm hearing some fucking Doki chants and stuff.
There's two Doki kids in the crowd. 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yuji Nagata's family, too, is like sitting at a certain spot, and Doki goes over to try to get over with them, but Doki's too cutting edge for him. They don't get it. They don't get it. You know? I was like, out of here, Yuji Nagata's family.
That's right. No. Yeah. Should bar them.
I agree.
They're not motivated and they talk too much.
I was going to say, is there a guy over there that's not talking for a sec? Could you come over and kick these people out? Cool. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw him taking pictures too. So, you know what happens when you take pictures.
Yeah. Oh my God. You get one of those insulting bouncers to come and kick your ass out. Oh my God. Look, the Doki Show stuff does look like to be a fucking fun time. Like, I'm really excited for this. And I'm really excited for the story. They've kind of, all right, he slayed the big dragons. Now he's starting to slay, they're slaying those medium-sized dragons, you know what I mean? Sho's kicked his ass a few times, one of them with a humiliating win and all this kind of stuff. So I like, I'm invested. I like this feud. So hook it up to my veins, please. Kanemaru, that asshole, he wins with like a figure 4 after doing some kind of like awesome gnarly knee smash thing on Taka Michinoku. By the way, when you see these old juniors just do their shit, like it's any combination of Gato, Dick Togo, Kanemaru, even though Kanemaru is not in that old man job position, you know what I mean? Those veteran older blokes, Taka. It's fucking fun every time. You're going to get some eye pokery, some fucking cheating shit, some leg kicking. It's just silly shit. I love those guys. So Taka taps out to the figure 4 while Sho has Doki in the snake bite. Oh no! Sho keeps the hold in as the bell rings as well. And then Sho hits one of his pile drivers safely onto Doki, onto the chair. So
Doki didn't even touch the chair.
No,
awesome.
this also Sho was like 1 inch from like getting his foot caught in the chair bit, like the square chair thing, because his foot's in the center of that. And I'm like, this could go wrong. He's going to trip over and like pile drive like Doki whilst as the chair springs up into his nuts or something. Like I'm thinking like a Sideshow Bob Rake situation thing going on here. Or maybe it'll just like crash into Doki's head on the way down. I don't know. But it looked like something was going to happen. And then instead we got a very safe pile driver instead. It's a bit of a safe night.
That's true.
Maybe the main event.
But we'll see. That match was like to put over the fact that the Doki Choki Sho's scared of that shit, right? Because every time that started getting put on, he was like, oh fuck, freaking out. And the fact that the snake bite, is a weakness for Doki. So they it's going
ways to counter those things, like
submission.
They're previewing that because there's going to be I think a part where Doki's like, I'm going to twist you into the Doki Choki, and then boom, it's snake bite time, and that might
happen more than once. So,
and then some pin combos and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that was fun. Next, Luke, we have Tsuji and Hiromu versus JAY on the Cobb. And listen, not trying to be a dick, but JAY didn't do anything in this match again, and it's like, is he going to do something? It's like the meme with the stick. Just do something, I wanted to do
Akira's
something.
injured a little bit, right? Like he's having a mini break.
That must be it. That must have been what that leg thing was all about. Remember that?
Yeah. Because I'm watching this match and I'm thinking like the Jeff Cobb wrestling against Yota Tsuji and Hiromu, man, this shit is great. I wish Akira was in this match. Because then, like, it would be like 100% awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good match. It's fun. We get to see the whole like thing where Tsuji picks up Hiromu, like, and he's gonna hold him and he's gonna fucking slam him down on Cobb, but Cobb just stands up and picks up Hiromu and holds him up forever. And the thing is so great about it is because Hiromu is objecting to this the whole time. You hear him going, no, making a racket. It's so great. So he gets thrown onto the mat and then bounces into the ropes and kind of does the Kikatara cell where he's like leaned up against the ropes and just phrases there. It's funny. Tenzon's on commentary and Jeff Cobb yells at him like, "Hey, Tenzon, watch this!" And he hits Mongolian chops and he's like, "Great-O-Khan's my teammate. I'm allowed." That's great. So Hiromu tries that and it goes poorly. And Jay and Cobb team up for some tandem moves. LIJ are like, okay, you can do tandem moves? We'll show you what that's all about. So they do it. We got some really good preview shit from the two heavies, and Hiromu does the leg drop Indian deathlock thing again on JAY for the win. Still not impressed with the new guy, though. Sorry.
I'm feeling that too. Like, I hope that in a year's time, we'll reference this being like, man, remember we were down on this guy? Like, he's awesome. But yeah, I don't
I hope you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it when we're wrong about stuff like that. I don't mind being wrong about anything except for, pedal purchases. Then I get upset. That's upset.
That's right. I mean, we shit on Driller for a while, like Watto for a while.
Well, no, we always loved Watto. We never made fun of him.
We got over our insults when we realized that, like, hey, we're allowed to do that, but the commentary should shut the fuck up about it. Yeah. I think the commentary's burying him made us like go, hey.
Yeah, I agree. We're like, I'm going to stand up for this guy.
Yeah, someone's going to stand up for him. And like, yeah, that was us. All right, so next we've got Tomohiro Ishii, Shota Umino, and Hiroshi Tanahashi versus the Evil Pimp Dicks. Ishimori has come out on the Japanese commentary. Please end this feud. Please get to that one-on-one story. Please, 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 please. Ishii crunches Yujiro with a Saito suplex. Poor Yujiro getting crunched a lot lately. Tanahashi the other night. Fucking Ishii this night. I love it. Let's just keep doing that. Let's keep that shit going. There's a dick-to-dick contact on Shota. And Ishii hits a move which I don't see him hit that often. A fucking dragon screw leg whip.
Yeah.
It's passable.
Shout out to Tanahashi, man.
Yeah. I mean, because they were all doing that. Like, how many dragon screws do you think Ishii's done? I reckon Schmanschma has the stats on that. We should ask Schmanschma.
How many he's done versus how many he's landed, how many matches that entails, and how many minutes total. If you add them all up, how many minutes total has he been performing the Irish leg or the dragon screw leg, the Irish leg whip? Okay.
Let's see. So you pick him up one leg and you just like do that instead of using their arms to pull them towards the ropes.
And they have to hop
by the leg.
They have to hop across the ring like it's Yano versus Kenny Omega. Yeah.
Dude, I fucking love that match. So, but how's this match end? Well, Dick Togo's in it, of course. And he gets a Death Rider for the 1-2-3 by Shota.
He takes all the moves. They all get him alone in there and just beat the fuck out of him. It's great.
You know what? It's revenge. We couldn't figure out how to do the revenge dick-to-dick contact. So we're just going to fuck you up with all our finishes. Like, yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah.
Luke, it's not revenge. It's justice. So, next, Luke, we have the Fishermen teaming with Cool Guys, Intergalactic Jet Setters, and Hanma. 3 cool guys, 2 nerds versus all cool guys, War Dogs. It's Finley, Kid, Connors, Maloney, and Gato. And fucking Marty is here. So all the cool guys, except for the Fishermen. But there's a little barking and then a lot of fighting. And they brawl over the crowd. They brawl in the crowd. They brawl on the crowd as well. It's like guys laying down like in the front row and they lay down on their laps.
Jumpy's not happy, man.
he's yelling at everybody. I can't wait to talk about something he yells in this match. So Goto's getting his ass kicked until he gets help from all his teammates. Chaos War drums on Gato. Boo!
I've been waiting for that moment. Like, as I knew that note, I knew it was, yeah.
Smells bad.
Mm-hmm.
So they help Hanma get a Kokeshi, though, on Gato, which is nice. Yay! Gabe Kidd doesn't fall for that, though. They try to do that with Gabe Kidd, and he just beats everybody up and flips them off. And he does push-ups while he's choking Yoshihashi, which is great times.
I love that.
These guys beat the fuck out of Yoshihashi, but the power of boredom compels him, and he tags in Goto. There's a tremendous preview stuff between Kevin and Clark. And, it's like fun to like, oh yeah, Kevin Knight's fucking awesome, dude. So
dude, it's been way too long since it's been Mr. Knight. That's for sure.
Kushida helps out, which summons Dan Maloney. So they're all fighting each other, and Kevin leapfrogs a total elimination attempt. And that was amazing. It could have gone terribly wrong and did not.
They
kind of cool.
Bonked heads. And I was like, I saw that and I was like, man, that was well done. That could have been, as you said, an absolute disaster. I thought it looked cool as fuck.
But then there's a problem because Gato tags in and they all have to like communicate for a minute. Cause like, no, you're supposed to be here and you're going over there, but you're supposed to, which by the way, I forgot to mention in one of the earlier matches with Bolton Oleg, he totally took a young lion and said, no, right in the middle of the match. No, you're supposed to be like this. And then went and did his body sausage in that match. It was like, dude, what the fuck? But anyway, just don't do that.
He's not a young lion anymore.
Go with it. Yeah, just go with it, dude. But anyway, that was crazy. So Gato tags in. They're having this communication issue where they have to get in the right spots for this. And that's so that Kevin Knight can run, get shot into the ropes. But Kushida's waiting for him and he pulls up on the bottom rope and Kevin Knight goes flying and lands a big springboard. That was fun. He hits a huge dive on everybody. And then we get assisted moonsault from Kushida. And Kevin Knight gets the pin on Gato, but he didn't even hit the move. And then everybody fights, and Kushida looks like he's hurt or something. And it's like, that's weird. I don't get it.
Yeah, that's it, right? Like Kevin Knight and Kushida are obviously trying to showcase a new finishing maneuver they might be pulling out for a title match and for Junior Tag League. And yeah. It's like even Chumpy's checking on him like, are you selling or did you just like, are you?
That was weird. But after the show, in the backstage comments, Gabe Kidd issued an open challenge for the strong belt. And he's like, who did I win this from? It was Eddie Kingston. I broke his leg. I'm mad and I'm a bastard. And, he says that and says he has an open challenge. So I'm assuming someone associated with Eddie Kingston will be getting the challenge at, whatever, Lone Star or Sellout.
It's Homicide.
Good call. Yeah, it's always Homicide, isn't it?
It's always Homicide.
Homicide versus Gabe Kidd might get a little crazy. They might have to be like, hey, guys, let's have a talk before we go out there.
At first, I was like, it'll be Homicide. And then, like, my brain's ticking over. Like, I'd actually like to see these two kill each other. Like, that could be really cool. Yeah,
I love Homicide. He's the best.
Yeah, same. All right. So next we have Zack Sabre Jr., Kosei Fujita, and the terribly haired Ryohei Iwa, and they're wrestling against Ibushi, Shingo, and Tetsuya Naito. Because they've got a match coming up, but that match will be after the match that Zack Sabre Jr. will have first with Sonata. Where Sonata and Taichi, maybe they're not over with Nagata, and Nagata's like, nah, don't like those guys. It's Nagata's show, like he booked it. It's like, you guys, fuck. No.
Well, there's enough All Japan guys on the show already. Taichi wasn't allowed on. He's got heat with June. So.
We get Zack Sabre Jr. and Naito to start off with, and it's really good pro wrestling. I really like it. They're doing that kind of feeling out, we know each other's shit kind of process. It's like, all right, I like it. I like it a lot. We get some really cool Ryohei Iwa and Shingo stuff because I think Iwa's now I don't think he is. He is the challenger for the Never Open title. I don't like it. I like it, but this is like the equivalent of like, I'm Yoda Tsuji and I'm back and I'm having a world title shot.
Yeah, he's going to lose,
Yeah, you like maybe
That's
every
all right.
you can. All right, yeah. It's the early days, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
It's just now
Shingo's gonna
coming
make him
back.
look like $1 trillion. We all know this.
That's why this is happening.
Now look, I like this match a lot. We get awesome fucking Bushi and Vegeta shit as well. This match is great. I'm really into it. There's just one thing I'm not sure I'm into, and that's the discus lariat finish from Iwa. Maybe in a year or so I'll be like I was with the Gene Blast. Like I'll be like, oh man, that lariat's like fucking amazing. But
it's very
yeah.
Rainmaker like, which is not good. So
yeah, that's a thing about it as well. So it's not my favorite, but if you want to see some really cool, just one-upsmanship, charismatic, fucking fun stuff, anytime Zack Sabre Jr. and Naito are just chilling. I did not like though that Naito spat on Zack Sabre Jr. at the start.
You know,
I don't like the spitties.
Did you notice that? Okay, so they're wrestling at the beginning, and Naito, like, you know, they go to a standstill, and Naito just decides he's going to pose. And Zack Sabre Jr. looks around, looks at him, just grabs his arm, and starts trying to yank it off of his body. I was like, yes,
yeah,
that's what Naito needs, is somebody to just fuck with him like that. I love that. So,
absolutely. I hope Zack Sabre Jr. wins. Like, I really
that'd be
really
really
do.
cool for New Japan. Because then they'd get a bunch of, British watchers, because they're going to have that show there, and I think that could be big for them. So.
I think it would be pretty good for New Japan as well. Hey, he put a title on the map, like that TV title. Mm-hmm. He had it for a year. I think that maybe was that a dry run? Like, hey, how would this guy be carrying a singles title for a long run? Here it is. I don't know. That's my dream. I don't know. He deserves it. He's worked his ass off. I don't know. And beating Naito for it. That's like the only thing better than that would be him maybe beating Sonata for
it. Yeah.
Because look, even with the Naito we've been getting lately, him and Zack Sabre Jr. is always kind of fantastic.
Did you notice that in this match, everybody's working hard to put Ryo Aiwa over, like, as this new guy that's a threat, and like he puts a sleeper on Bushi, and Marty starts losing his mind. He's like, Bushi, give up, Bushi, give up. Like, you're gonna die, Bushi. Please don't make me kill you. Like that kind of thing. It's so funny. Marty reads his email.
Gumpy was like, help me help you. Give up.
Yeah, he reads his emails. He got the notes. He knows what he's supposed to be doing. I love it. Makes me happy. No,
that's good. Oh man, there's so much fresh talent in New Japan. Yeah. It's really fucking exciting. So yeah, and I'm gonna love seeing him wrestle. My favorite wrestler anyway. So like, there you go. Yeah, so I'm kind of into this. As I said, there's a discus lariat for the finish, and it's on Bushi, so he will wins, of course. But then you get
Ishimori and Fujita. They like trash talk each other after the match. What's that about?
Yeah, they did. By the way, I like that every member of War Dogs on their way in all went past Ishimori on the way in to give him the fucking boom.
Well, yeah, man. I think it's interesting because Ishimori and Fujita don't have a match on King of Pro Wrestling. Maybe they're trying to go into business for themselves a little bit. They're like, hey, let's make a match. So anyway, all right, Luke, let's get ready for this main evento. It is, and listen, I don't know shit about the history between these guys. All I know is what happened. So if you're looking for that kind of in-depth analysis, you're not going to find that here, unfortunately. But
why are you listening to this podcast?
Yeah,
like, get out of here.
Just stop.
In-depth.
Stop listening. But anyway,
we're wide as the ocean and deep as a puddle. Like, get out of here.
Yuji Nagata and Jun Akiyama, who is one of the 4 pillars of All Japan, versus Atsushi, Katoge, and Go Shiozaki. Now, we've seen Katoge before on one of these other shows, like in a Noah show. So I think he's a Noah guy, but I'm not sure. Jun is one of the guys that was in the match when Nakajima KO'd the DDT champion. He was in that match. he was in a lot of matches, but that's what I always remember him from in recent history. And Go Shiozaki, we've covered many times on this show. He's always
so upset about Nakajima because you and I, whenever we saw him, we were like, man, this guy would just be put him in the Never division. Like, we want him in New Japan to be great. And then it turned out he was like as bonkers as Kota Ibushi.
Yeah. but violent.
Yeah. But rather than Ibushi knocking himself out, Nakajima's knocking other cunts out.
That's awesome. Well, so this match, a lot of it is Yuji Nagata just going kicks versus chops with Go Shiozaki. There's some beef there that I don't know about, but it's, and Go Shiozaki is like, I'm in a main event of a New Japan show. I'm going to sell my ass off. And so he does. And Yuji Nagata does look like it's his 40th anniversary show. Like he looks like it. He's having a good time. He's doing all this shit. Then we get June in versus Kotege, that guy. But I think we've seen that guy before. Like I said, he seems like he's the only young guy in the match too. Everybody else is like, Noah champion
he's a junior,
age,
by the way.
Right? Oh, okay. So he gonna lose definitely then. So. But that means he's gonna take a bunch of bumps, and so he does. In fact, June. He throws them all over the place on the outside. Like, Jesus Christ, take it easy, And that's pretty fun. But this match is not about moves, Luke. It's about Yuji Nagata celebrating his life in wrestling through the medium of violence. And he takes a bunch of chops from Shiozaki, of course, and June. And this is great. So June and the other guy, they get in a big headbutt fight. And this is great. Like, Go Shiozaki is doing a bunch of chops on June in the corner. And so Yuji Nagata gets in the ring. What's all this then? And gets immediately snatched up. And then he gets a bunch of chops. And that was really fun. I really like that. That was fun. So Go hits a second rope Falcon arrow on Yuji Nagata. Wow. Take it easy, boys. So, but Nagata responds by getting the Fujiwara armbar, going to the trance, and everybody marked out for that, including myself. It's been a while, and it gets exciting towards the end. Yuji Nagata pins Go though with a bridging Saito suplex, and he is very pleased with himself after the match. So.
I would be pleased with myself too. It's my 40th anniversary, and I just pinned one of Noah's top guys. He is one of Noah's top guys, right?
He is.
Yoshizaki?
Yeah.
Multiple-time GHC World Heavyweight Champion, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I thought this match was fun. It starts off this is this kind of light celebratory thing. Then Katogi comes in like he's Wato, not getting the memo, and just starts hitting Jun Akiyama. So Akiyama's like, all right, fuck you. And then we get Katogi just fucking selling his ass off for the rest of the match. He was great. I liked him a lot. I like Yoshizaki a lot. He's awesome too. I did not expect Go to be the jobber here. I thought it would be Katogi, but hey, it's my 40th anniversary. He maybe Nagata did a favor for Go Shiozaki 12 or 15 years ago. He was like, one day, Go, I'm gonna ask you to do something for me.
Mm-hmm.
And Go just totally forgot about it. He's like, yeah, sure, I'll do you a favor. And then one day, it's 2024. He's now been a multiple-time world champion. He's one of Noah's top guys. He's he's on top. Bring. Hey, it's Yuji Nagata. I'm calling in my marker. You're gonna job to me on my 40th anniversary, motherfucker.
I don't know if you knew this, Luke, but that actually, when Go went up to Yuji Nagata originally to ask for the original favor, right? It was at Marty's wedding, and you can't, it's understood that a Japanese wrestler cannot refuse a favor on Marty Asami's wedding. So
we're doing the Godfather now.
I tell you what, man, the scene where Mr. Bread walks into the restaurant, right? And he goes in the bathroom and he grabs the baguette and he hides it under his coat and he's going to enter the crime world, and he goes out and he fucking whacks that drug dealer in the face with it and then drops it and walks out. One of my favorite scenes in a movie ever.
There's a dead horse in that movie. It's
that's true.
It's which dead horse would it be? It's Tonga. It's Tongaloa's wrestling matches.
It's late. This guy wakes up and he sees Tongaloa's wrestling match. Great. It's all because he wouldn't book Marty to sing.
Yeah, he wakes up and the first thing he sees is Tongaloa about to do the knee. Chops. What was his knee? The final sacrifice.
Oh my god, the sacrifice.
It's not a sacrifice.
What the fuck was that all about? They just let him do whatever he wanted that last couple months, man. That was so weird.
So, Tongalo, you're a big man. Do you want to actually, like, you've got a really cool finisher with apeshit. Do you want to keep that, or maybe do, I don't know, some kind of suplex? Nah, I just want to knee him in the face.
Yeah.
For a big man, he doesn't often do. Who cares? We've got a Wrestler Diary now if we want to move on. So I read these in the order that they're sent to me, or just the order I click on them. It's probably that one. Oh, they were sent on the same day. We got 2 Yo Diaries on the same day by Jay. Wow. One was 139, one was 140. I read 140 last week. So I'm sorry, I'm going to break the continuity of the diaries, and I'm going to read 139 today. Okay. So it's double Yo.
Okay. Let's see if it's double Watto, too.
Yeah, Jay says, I think he needs therapy. So,
no, he just needs another CD player or whatever. That's the secret.
That's right.
The new record.
Yo's going to invent a fucking, like, a CD player that has this function you can have press on.
Yes.
And it'll have like record, like scratching, like, you know, when it starts or something like that.
It adds like tape delay and stuff like that, and like crinkles of the tapes and stuff. And not only that, I heard that there's going to be a feature on his new CD player that is like, it's like a sag feature, which basically it brings in less power to it, so it sounds like it's dying, but it's not. It's supposed to sound like that. Are we talking about guitar pedals, or are we talking about Yo?
Oh my goodness. All right, so this is May 16th, 2024. My stomach has made his return. No, it's not just my imagination. I can feel the fat around my thighs and on my stomach. Bishi! Hidebu! Before I knew it, my stomach seems to be approaching the shape of the heart in the fist of the North Star.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I've actually seen that movie. All right. It's a good movie too. What the fuck we got? You're starting all right here. I don't know. Maybe is Ibishi and Hibidu characters from that though? I haven't seen it in ages. Oh, okay. Thank you.
He is the fat guy from Fist of the North Star.
Right. It has been a while. How much is fucking? I've seen him. I don't care what he thinks he's done. He don't have a fucking like a keg here for a sex machine. You know.
Okay.
You haven't heard that old saying? I said it wrong, but
no.
It's a six. Was it a 6-pack? No, I've got a big keg. It feels a sex machine. I don't know.
Like saying I have a 1-pack.
Yeah. None of them are funny anyway, so I don't know why I kept going with it. How much is my belly sticking out? In order to see the flesh with my own eyes, I set up a chair in front of a full-length mirror, sat down, and stripped naked. Then when I checked my body in the mirror, I said there was a lot of fat around my stomach, like the rings of Saturn. What, do you think fucking Saturn's obese and the rings are a fucking belt? Like, what are you doing?
It's pretty
fat
funny.
Rings? Like, yeah, that is pretty good, actually. Like, did he measure how much space he needed for the chair in the mirror? Anyway, I've been eating Tonikaku ramen for the past month, and since I haven't been topless in public for a while, I haven't been able to have a good look at my body in a little while. Oh my God.
Doesn't shower. He showers with a white t-shirt on. So.
That's right. He's one of those never nudes.
Yeah, he is definitely that.
Oh no, he just told us he's stripped naked. Maybe he left his shoes on. There's another visual for everybody. Anyway, oh my God, when I grab it, it feels squishy. And when you pull it, it feels like you're playing with an ugly baby squishy toy. However, it's not cute like with those boys. Poking at my disgustingly soft belly, I realized it was time to get serious and get back to sobriety.
Oh.
But you're talking about eating lots of ramen noodles.
I mean,
you haven't mentioned booze in any of these.
I mean, I can't imagine he drinks. You know what I mean? I just feel like he doesn't drink at all. Not because he's uncool, just because if he does, it would have to be like he drinks like dessert wine or some shit like that. And that's the only thing he drinks, you know?
Yeah.
He's going to be pretentious and it's going to be something shitty. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking. Oh God, I don't even want to think of pretentious stuff. Anyway, he's poking at. I'm poking at my disgustingly soft belly. I realized it was time to get serious and get back to sobriety. I'll regain my body faster than light.
Okay, buddy.
I can't really make fun of any of this. I'm like, all right, he's having body image issues. We all have those. For this reason, it goes without saying that diet and training are important. The reason I have this stomach is because I am consuming more calories than I burn each day, and the accumulation of calories is shown on my body.
God, he loves explaining boring things boringly. He loves it. It's his favorite. Like obvious things that we all know.
Forget anything I just said, Mr. Andy. Fuck this fat prick.
Yeah.
I say that knowing full well I weigh a lot more than Yo does.
Maybe not.
Or maybe I weigh the same as Yo, but none of that's muscle.
I mean, it's fine. Those brains weigh a lot, so.
That's right.
I heard, they always say like what muscle weighs more than fat, brain weighs more than either one of them.
That's right. I could barely keep my head on my shoulders like a fucking conehead. Currently, my doctor has given me permission to do any weight training, so I am exercising as much as possible, mainly doing body weight training. I got permission to run last week, so I just started running. If there are no problems with my condition at my next medical examination, I'll be able to do even more and start doing some weight training. You won't be able to do some fucking shelf lifting, will you? You fucking, fucking asshole. Starting today, I'll be eating chicken to aim for a body made of steel. So I'm off to go and get some right away. Chicken breasts and broccoli. When I checked my wallet to go to the supermarket, I didn't have any cash. So I decided to go to the bank first. Just fucking tap and go. All right, never mind. I hadn't updated my passbook in a little while. I inserted my passbook into the bank's ATM and withdrew my money. When it finished filling out the information and I checked my passbook, I saw that I had received a refund from the tax office. I did already hear about this, but seeing it in print made me happy. It doesn't make me happy. I received a large refund from the tax office this year. I'll buy a lot of protein with this money. I'll say goodbye to my easy living lifestyle. I would like to pay my respects and receive a refund.
All right. Pay his respects to what? His money? The taxes? I
love you, tax man.
Yeah. What's going on here? Is that it? So he says, "Oh, I got body problems," and we're like, "Oh man, that kind of sucks. I get it. That's a problem." And then he's like, "Oh, here's a bunch of boring shit too." I'm like, "God damn it, fuck you, yo."
Yeah, like I'm thinking of things and like that, and as he's talking, I'm like, "Well, these are body shaming shit. I'm not going to do that. Seems a bit nasty." But then he goes on to do some really Goto, like I feel like Yo could take a leaf out of Goto's fucking diary, because Goto takes boring shit and he turns that somehow into him being a fucking superhero somehow, like or some kind of fucking superhero / Buddhist Zen master who's able to just like nothing. He is like tranquilo. Yoshi's pacing up and down, like, and he's just like, oh. Yoshi's complaining about the food and Goto's already finished it, like, all this kind of shit.
Yeah, always got to go to bed. So, got to get dinner done by like 3:30, 4 o'clock. Got to get to bed.
And he does eat dinner at grandpa times, doesn't he? He eats dinner the same time they'd serve it up at an old folks' home, like at 3:30. Yeah. Oh my God.
Country buffet or something like that. Fucking Yoshi's like, what are you in such a hurry for? It's like 3:15 and Goto's like, come on, get in the car, we gotta go to the country buffet.
I will I will give Yo something about this diary though. At least like last week, I'm like, dude, how are you?
Yeah, we got that this time.
So he's able to do more exercises. He's feeling better, and
he'd already told us that. We just read it in the wrong order. So
we read it in the wrong order. But look, but still, fuck that diary entry from last week, because it had nothing to do with wrestling except that like he had a failed team up with Wato, and Wato had a fucking zinger to end all zingers. It's fucking incredible.
That was pretty incredible.
What did it say? It looks like your plans have been shelved. Oh my God. So good. But at least this time, like in this particular one, like we got an update, which is wrestling related, which is nice. Like wrestling from like, oh my God, it's May. What month is it now? October? Neither of the men are still back. Like,
they're
right,
ready. They're ready. They're all ready.
I rag on Yo a lot, but I'd rather he be back than not back. Like,
I mean, he was starting to get good there. We were starting to see some cool shit there, and then it's like,
I was putting him over every now and again, like if I remember correctly. So it is possible to turn around on wrestlers. Sometimes I cheer on Sonata, and used to ball the shit out of me for a long time. So hey, when you're best bros with Taichi, suddenly your stock just shoots through the roof, baby.
Yeah, if he thinks you're cool, then it's like, must be,
Yeah, that's right. I can't question the Holy Emperor's taste in friends. I will not question him. There's no way. But oh man, that was another really lovely diary entry. And I promise you, next week it will not be another Yo, even though that's not a bad thing because I don't even know if we have any. Oh, we do. We have.
There's always more Yo. There's always more money in the Yo banana.
It's October now, so we've probably missed months of them. But we've got like, we've got some Wato, some Shooter, some Yo, some Doki. Coming up. Oh shit, some Yuya Uemura. All right, we're getting some new diaries. We got a Honma as well, and apparently it's his last entry. We got a Taichi and a Tiger Mask. So that's just for you and me. Now I don't know how many people listen to the end of this and hear the diaries because this is one of my favorite gimmicks that we do, reading these silly fucking little tidbits. But if you have heard these, what is your favorite one? I can't choose now if it's no, I will do this, or Yo's. It looks like your plans have been shelved. I can't choose anymore.
That was the best one in a while, so
Yeah, absolutely. Or Kanemaru just fucking firebomb and stuff or something. I don't know. I think we added that Molotov cocktail, Kanemaru.
That was fun.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm trailing off, man. We're done already. It's a nice, easy hour. It's a nice night of light wrestling fun. Glad I watched it because it broke up the long gap between not having the wrestling.
Well, look for the King of Pro Wrestling episode to come out next, I think, and maybe something special too. We'll see.
That's right.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. And with that, hey, let's jam to the end. That was perfect. I loved it.